We are now in the project section. Any project in Smarty CRM is a long-term task that you or your employees are working on. So each stage is a step towards its implementation. The names of these steps depend on the organization of work in your company. For example, for printing, it is printing, cutting, shipping, and so on. For tour companies or dentistry, the stages will be completely different. The most important thing is to structure the process of working on the current task from the beginning to its logical conclusion. Let's take a simple business process as an example. Work on the application or the client's request. Let's rename the group from My First Group to Customers in the Working Process. And let's change the name of the stages in accordance with our business processes. For example, let's call the first stage the beginning of the work and rename the end of work to completing transaction. We will set up a project and card template for this group. Then we will figure out the date of the beginning completion, the amount of the transaction, and save the template. As you can see, everything is very simple. Also, do not forget to assign access rights to the newly created group so that your employees can see it. However, one project can be run by several specialists. This is a complex business process. In Smarty CRM, it can be represented in two ways, horizontally and vertically, depending on the organization of work in the company. In the first case, they work on the project consistently. One department or specialist completes his work and the project goes to another. For example, when developing a website or a web service, it is necessary to conduct research and draw up technical tasks. It's the job of the team of analysts, then the project goes to the designers, and only after that to programmers and testers. For the manager to understand the progress of the work and control the employees. We create separate groups for each team. For example, research, design, implementation, testing. Each of these groups will have its own stages of readiness, as well as responsible employees and observers whose names are indicated in the project card. If it's necessary, Smarty CRM makes it possible to copy the names and description of the stages from another group using the button Paste Settings from another group. In order to move the project to the next group, we pinch it with the left mouse button and move it. Thus, the structure of the work becomes clear and understandable. In order to take a look at the next option of the organization of the business process, we will delete the existing groups. To do this, click on the pencil icon and delete button. In the case of a vertical version of the organization of the business process, several teams and specialists work with the project at the same time. As an example, we can take the construction of an apartment building where it's necessary for several teams to work as one to complete the construction. In order to control this process in Smarty CRM, we recommend creating the main group, for example, objects in work. And the following ones should be named by the type of work performed. Preparatory works, zero cycle, monolithic works, facade and roofing works, finishing work, and others. Next, we will need to configure the names and descriptions of the stages for each of the groups, as well as the template for the project cards. In order for all information to be collected in one place and at a glance, it was clear how the construction works and progressing sub-projects will be placed in groups and the names of the works. Since they will be created from the main project card, all information and the stages of the work of the sub-projects will be displayed in the main project card. You will learn more about the creation of the links between the project and the subproject, as well as the client, the task, and other objects in the Smarty CRM in the next videos. Thank you for your attention. Click the like button if this video was useful and write comments if you have any questions. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, take a look at the links in the description of other videos about setting up the Smarty CRM program.